I was working there in Egypt as a journalist, working in an Egyptian-owned news agency. Again, a rich experience for me. Not only was I working for a agency which serviced European and American publications, but I also was writing for Radio Cairo, and I was also writing for the English language daily newspaper in Egypt.
You really liked journalism, didn't you?
Well, it was an extraordinary opportunity for me to say all the things that I could not say in publications in this country about the civil rights movement, because these were the years of the civil rights movement. And I had, carte blanche to say what I wanted to say.
Fantastic.
With regard to what was going on, because everybody came to me for answers to the questions.
So the Egyptians respected what you had to say and understood it.
Very much.
Very good.
And this was what gave such satisfaction to me, to be able to do this. I've been I've been sort of not attacked really, but accused of not being around during the 60s. Where were you when all this was going on? And what right do you have to talk about the 60s? Well, I was in Egypt, and this is what I was doing.
Yes.
I was representing the civil rights movement in the media in Egypt.
To spread the truth. Yes.
The truth, yes, in comparison to the lies that were being spread.
Yes.
And this was my emphasis, of course, on the truth. On the truth. I was broadcasting in English through Radio Cairo to North America, Canada, and the United States and Mexico regularly. And again, I wrote the editorials that were read on that station at that time.
So they weren't censored?
Pardon?
They were not censored?
They were not censored.
Yes.
They were not censored. However, it did reach the point where the U.S. Embassy approached my boss, Egyptian boss, and suggested that, didn't he think first told him that my father was a communist, my mother was a communist, and didn't he think that I should be expelled, sent home for reorientation? This was the word that they used.
Mm-hmm.
This is the embassy, U.S. Embassy in Cairo. I learned about this months after it happened, because my boss never even told me about it until the problem arose about my passport, and then he explained the situation to me.
So he was not intimidated by this U.S. ambassador.
He had been invited to tea with the U.S. ambassador, and this was the purpose of the visit, to convince him to fire me, or to force, or to get the Egyptian government to deny my working permit. But he didn't do anything about it, and he didn't even tell me that this had happened until such time as I couldn't get my passport renewed, and I had to make other arrangements.